Hello everybody, this is Zankoku bringing you a video where I'm going to be talking about something happening in current events. I know this is something I don't usually do. Normally I talk about maybe things that are happening with me in my life and my channel, and of course, you know, anime and movies and stuff like that. But this time I'm going to talk about something that's blowing up the internet right now, and I thought, hey, you know what, maybe I'll put my 2 cents in. What you're watching here is some old Black Ops 2 gameplay video that I've recorded, and you know, I just want to throw it out there so that you're not just watching me standing in front of my movies with my arms flailing about. Sometimes I just don't feel like doing that. I just want to sit down and record the what I want to say. And so that's what I'm doing it. This is totally unscripted, so it's going to be kind of rambling, and you're going to hear me go on stuff all about. And speaking of the video, you may notice in this video, well, you probably will definitely notice, but also in my previous video, my million views video, that the camera does something really funky. Yeah, I don't have a capture card, so I'm using a Sony Bloggy to record this off of my television. But the focus, the autofocus just flips out. And you may have noticed that on my million subs, I wish, million views video. It kind of stutters. And, well, it just kind of goes totally blurry. And why you probably haven't seen that in other videos was because my camera that I normally used died. Someone killed it, someone dropped it, and broke it. And so I've got to use this one. This is a much older camera. I mean, it still does the job. It's not as awesome as the camera I used to have. I'm really sad about it, but unfortunately, I'm a poor boy, and so I don't have money to replace it. Maybe I should monetize my videos and use that money to you know, get some good equipment, but that'll probably take me like 5 years worth of monetizations anyways, so I don't know, it's probably not even worth it anyways. So there you go. And I know some of you are already going, dude, I don't care about your opinion, I don't care about your camera, when's your next episode of That's Fucked Up coming up? Well, honestly, I'm working on it, and I have actually 2 ideas for it. One is the movie Only God Forgives, and the other is a Japanese movie called Eat the Schoolgirl. And I'm sort of conceptualizing them in my head. That's usually how I do it. But since I've got both of them in there, I keep going back and forth, and I'm not like sticking to one, because I should just stick to one and work on it, and then I can be finished instead of trying to do both at once. So maybe you guys in the comment section may tell me which one you want me to dedicate right now, work on right now, either Only God Forgives or Eat the Schoolgirl. Otherwise, I'll just keep going back and forth about it. So let's get into what I really wanted to talk about, and that is I'm going to talk about the Fappening, or at least that's what it's called in a certain notorious website. If you guys don't know, a bunch of celebrities had their iCloud accounts breached, and a bunch of personal pictures, and I heard videos, but I can't confirm that, have been released upon the internet for all the world to see. And a lot of these pictures are sexual in nature, nudity, and other sexual acts going on. And first I want to say is that I feel bad. I feel bad for the celebrities here, because if you could just only put yourself in their position, how embarrassing it would be to not. And it's not the whole thing about total strangers, because I mean, those people you're never gonna talk to, you're never gonna see. But the thing is, like, your family and your friends, your parents. I mean, that stuff is embarrassing, and I can only imagine how embarrassed I would be if that stuff would have ever gotten out into in real life. So I feel bad for them. However, I'm not going to be, like, you know, chastising anyone who's looked at the pics. I mean, it's human nature. They're out there. You looking at them isn't going to make anything worse. You not looking at them, on the other hand, is not going to make anything better. So it doesn't matter whether you're going to look at them or not. Uh, it's already out there. It's already done. You cannot unless you're paying for them, unless you're like putting out money for them. Then you're sort of legitimizing it because you're giving profit incentive for people to go in and do this kind of thing. And the people who did this, honestly, they're bad guys. They're bad guys because it's theft. It's stealing. It's just as bad as bank accounts. I mean, it's people's personal property, personal information, and they're stealing it and then giving it out to the rest of the world, which is, really bad. But with all that being said, I hope that none of these actresses or anyone involved in these pictures ever get to a point kind of because with the whole Robin Williams thing happening recently, I know that sometimes things like this can feel like the end of the world, but I hope that they realize that this is not horrible. It's bad, it's embarrassing, but it's not life destroying. I mean, these people, especially in celebrity, they'll still be able to get jobs. They'll still be able to sell music. Kate Upton will still be able to model. I mean, check, she's practically naked in some of her photo shoots anyways. So I hope they realize that this is not something that they have to swallow a gun because that's just bad. I mean, this is not the end of the world. So moving on, I would like to get to the real big main point of the situation, and that is, here we are in 2014. The internet, big. Everyone knows about the internet. Everyone knows about what goes on, how information is all over the place. How in 2014 can anyone still be taking naked pictures of themselves, videos of them doing sexual acts, pictures of sexual acts? How can anyone still be doing that? How can anyone still be doing that? They know that, especially saving it onto a cloud storage. I mean, at least, a personal hard drive, not your phone, not anything that is so easily obtainable. I mean, it's not easy to obtain, but that's more insecure, something more out of your control. Because once you get those cloud services, that information is totally out of your control. If there's any issues with the service themselves, it all could be gone. I mean, you got to think to yourself, would you put your credit card information into a cloud service? I don't think so. But maybe we already do, without us knowing it. But that's beside the point. The fact of the matter is, with all the evidence going on, all what happened with the Tommy Lee and Pam Anderson thing, Paris Hilton thing, there's Kim Kardashian, even though I think that was mainly on purpose, but all these instances, and still people are doing it. People are still doing it. People are still saving their pictures, and I just boggles my mind. Why would you do that? I mean, seriously, why do you keep it around? It's seriously, a year from now, are you going to think and go, hey, I want to go watch that sex tape with me and my ex-boyfriend, or if you're still with them, or it's your husband, let's watch that sex tape we made a year ago. I mean, does that actually happen? Does it? I mean, I would think you do it, and then you delete it. So, I mean, here it is, a personal story right here. Back in 2000, way before the internet was as huge as it was, in 2000, I think it's actually 2001, my girlfriend at the time used one of my video cameras. I had a video camera that did mini DV. Some of you might not know what that is, but look it up. Anyways, she made a video for me of her doing sexual things, and it was a very nice video. It was a very nice thought of a video, but after viewing it, we deleted it immediately after because we didn't want it going around, and we realized that at that moment, that's what it was for. It was for, she felt the excitement of doing it. I had the excitement of watching it. It was voyeuristic. It was fun. It was sexy, and you know the sexual relations afterwards were pretty good because of it. But we deleted it because we knew, like, first of all, we didn't want it to fall in the wrong hands, and also there was no point in keeping it. I mean, I'm not gonna go back, a year later and revisit it. And of course, what happened was our relationship did end eventually, and so I think, she would have felt really weird knowing I still had that videotape. So there you go. The smart thing to do would be to not keep it. But I mean, I can understand why you would do it. I mean, I understand why she did it, but that's the thing. He's like, okay, you can do it, and then just get rid of it. Or just don't do it at all. Especially now in this day and age, and I hope this provides a lesson to everyone out there, and is that this is the internet, this is the new digital age, and that stuff, as much as you want it not to get out there, is gonna eventually get out there. And so the best way to protect yourself is to not do it. And I know there's gonna be people who are gonna say, well, they shouldn't have to fear people stealing their stuff. It's true. I mean, all of us shouldn't have to fear having our stuff stolen, but we still do. We lock our doors. We get security systems. We change our behaviors because there's a thing called reality, and the reality is there are people who want to do things, bad things, and unfortunately, because of that, we have to be more responsible. We have to be more intelligent about our decisions. And so I hope that now people will be a bit smarter. Try not to do the whole take naked pictures of them and their partners, or the whole cam whoring thing. I just can't understand. I can partially understand cam whoring. It's exciting. You're the woman's in control, but that stuff's out there, and people can record that, and then it's going to be on the internet, and it's going to be there forever, and your parents will eventually find it, or your brother will find it, or all that stuff. And so there it is. I'm going to end it. Look at that. I got 103 kills with a LMG camping my ass off. But that's a thing. So what do you think about this whole situation? I'm curious because it's out there and it's all over the place. So yeah, leave a comment, and we'll see you later. Okay, everybody, if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go to my channel, subscribe, all that other rigmarole. Here are two videos that you may have missed or whatnot. The one on the left is actually my 1 million views, 1,000 subscribers video, and it is September, so we're a month away from the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. In the comments section of that video, you can vote on the new name that I'm going to give for that. Right now, I think that it's a tie between a couple of them. So go in there, and if you've already watched the video, go back and go to the comments and start upvoting some of the name suggestions, because a tie is really bad news, because that means I'm going to have to choose between the two or something like that. So we need a winner. We've got less than a month before I got to start making those videos. So go do that. Otherwise, the one on my right is my review of 3 Extremes, a very good Asian anthology horror movie. Watch the review. I want to get that to at least 1 billion views, people. 1 billion! The hottest video on the internet. I don't know. I'll be lucky if it gets to 100, I think. Anyways, but that's it. So, yeah, I'll go talk to you guys later. Remember, vote, 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 vote. So make my job easier, right? It's not really a job, though, really. No. Okay. See y'all.